Not every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others. I want every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity. Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth. Enough respect and salutations to the fellow Ahtham, the house of David, the hopefully elect. This is your brother YAHAWASHI from the Birmingham branch, coming to you again with another lesson. And as you heard the lady speaking, all right, basically, this is a lesson on trading places. All right. When we went off, when we broke the Most High's covenants, all right, we transgressed the laws, we was punished for that. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to the book of Daniel, chapter 9. Get this out real quick. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which when the Lord speaks through his prophets, all right, concerning of Israel and other nations for that matter, they do come to pass, all right? They are manifested before your eyes. It says, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil, okay? And evil comes in many forms and fashions, all right? You go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting at the 15th verse, and read on down, you'll understand that we are under the curses, and those curses are very much so evil, all right? Let's continue. It says, for under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. And this is why they don't want to trade places. This is why they don't want to acknowledge the atrocities of their forefathers. Okay? Just even recently, the recent lynchings, the civil rights that our people had to pretty much march for, get bit and get sprayed by dogs, get bombed. All right? We had no power in our hands. Even the consideration of even thinking about going through what we've been through is not on these other nations' minds, especially the wicked nation, which is the so-called white race, Esau, Edom. All right? See, what the Lord is about to do, he's about to turn these curses upon our enemies, man. Let's get that. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses up on thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And they have, and they will continue to do so. And this is why, again, the lady asked the question, man, if you know what's really going on, why aren't you standing up? Or did you not understand the question or understand the directions? Okay? Simple questions. If you want to be treated like we was treated, which no other nation on planet Earth was treated like us, okay? They can bring out the Holocaust. All right? What other thing come close, you know, to the Atlantic slave trade? Better yet, when we was over here, when we was pressed together, Israel, all right, Jerusalem, all right, as a whole, when we were pressed together over here in the Americas, okay, what good came out of that? Not nothing. We got our ass whipped. We got our ass beat. We got our ass murdered. Simple said and put. Okay? But guess what? You're going to be forced to give back what was stolen. All right? This is why Lamentations is written. And Job, Lamentations 4 is written. And Job 20 is written. Let's go to Job 20. All right? Let's start at 10. This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Okay? So you have a little small form of these wicked-ass nations, all right, trying to please the poor. You know, they open up soup kitchens. They give you gift cards, okay? Even these stimulus checks within the past year or so that they have been just woefully given out, all right? That's a form of them seeking to please the poor, all right? But ultimately, they're going to force to give up those goods, the ones that was stolen, the land that was stolen, all right? The goodly, precious jewels, you know, roughly paraphrasing, that you got up out of the temple ever since 70 AD, man. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy, man. So those things you've got by unrighteous decrees, okay, by lies and deceit, you're going to be forced to cough that back up. Let's get verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore. You see that? So this is why Lamentations is written. Rejoice and be glad. Okay? Because you're going to have to you have to be beaten into a pulp to give up what you have stolen, man. All right? Because you're not going to give it up willingly, man. You're not going to give it up without a fight. It says, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Yeah, those are our true reparations. If you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are y'all paying attention? This is the recompense that the Lord has set up for the wicked nation, all right, and also the heathen that have benefited, all right, of the oppression from the so-called white man upon the nation of Israel, man. All right, let's go to Lamentations. Let's see, in the book of Lamentations, chapter 4. All right. This is verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. And this is what's taking place on the planet Earth, man. All right. The corporate that you know, the vagabond, the fugitive, all right, from that spirit of the serpent to Cain to Esau, Edom himself, all right, he is being revealed. All right. His shame is being showed amongst the nations. Okay. And how is this being done? Through the scriptures, through the spirit and powers of YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI that has men out here boldly, all right, and setting their face against Mount Seir, prophesying against it. Okay. So, yeah, you need to rejoice and be glad, man. Okay. Because that cup is coming. All right. And what the bulk of that cup is, man. You see, slavery. All right, hardcore bondage. Okay, it's going to be brutal, man. All right, brutal. It's a double dose. All right, we look back onto how we have been done, which those Edomites that you seen didn't even want to acknowledge the wrong. All right, that their forefathers have committed, the atrocities. All right, the horrific and hideous acts, man. Okay, from the Willie Lynch letters, okay, to buck breaking, to alligator bait, all right, to barbecuing and picnic. Go look those up, man. See where the origin, see where that comes from. Okay, we'll come back here. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. Let's go to 41. Okay, let's start at 6. It says, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. So everything that you have conjured up, everything that you have so-called accomplished on this planet Earth, mainly here in the Western part of the world, this new world that we're living in, that's coming to a screeching halt, coming to an end, all right? It's having a reproach on you, man, all right? Because when we peel the layers back, we see nothing but blood. We see nothing but destruction, all right? We see nothing but lies. We see nothing but deceit, okay? And how do Esau Edom covers that up, man? By his laws and legislations, man, through his policies. You see? Let's continue on. Verse 7, the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Why? Because they are their fathers. They are who we thought they were. All right? The fugitive, all right, which changes identities. Okay? You're the Egyptians, you're the Greeks, you're the Romans, you're the Europeans, you're the Caucasians, you everything except the fucking biblical Edomite. How convenient for you. Well, that's what a fugitive does, man. Okay? And again, they're being reproached for their own sake, man. Okay? And this is why we say rejoice and be glad. Okay? Let's go back to that. Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, speaking of Israel, O daughter of Zion. You see that? He will no more carry thee away into captivity, which this is what they have their mindset on with the big hard reset. They just want to hit a big red button to say reset. It's like you playing Nintendo, PlayStation, all right, Dreamcast, all these little game consoles. You know, what's the other one? The Xboxes. The Billy Gates, he was an Xbox. Going off topic. All right, now he's a mad scientist. Now he's a fucking farmer, man. This is a vagabond at large, all right? A fugitive at large that needs to be stopped, that needs to be put down, man, okay? This is their plan to have the whole world, not just Israel, all right? But we're the main part of having the world in derision, all right, on having us not knowing who we are, okay? They want to have the whole inhabitants of the earth. They want to depopulate, and they want to continue to have the individuals and the inhabitants of earth to be enslaved by the way of what? Revelation 13. This is their whole goal. All right? But when they're about to fill their belly, YAHAWASHI is going to cast them down, man. All right? To the dust. Let's start this from the top. Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that man of perdition is being revealed on who he is. Okay? This is trading places. All right? We're coming to a end. All right? We drunk the cup. We drunk the dregs of the cup. All right? We swallowed it down home. We didn't have no complaints. All right? Yeah, we got Israelites that don't know who they are. They bitching and complaining about reparations. All right, but that's never gonna get to the point when you see America giving billions of dollars to Ukraine and supporting, all right, the fight for Mother Ukraine, and you got a homeless population of America that's overwhelming. You can see the hypocrisy there, man. All right, you can see the hypocrisy, man. All right, so what you expect? I think that's let's see. Let's go there. I think it's Nehemiah. Bear with me. Might be Nahum. Let me see. Bear with me. We're going to get this real quick. Yep. It's Nahum. I always get these two. 1 and 9. Right? There's a precept to the book of Lamentations. This is Nahum 1 and 9. What do ye imagine against the Lord? YAHAWAH Bahashim Yahawashi. He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. Okay? And this is why you don't want to acknowledge who the fuck you are, man. Okay? The bloody man that you are, man. The deceiver that you are. Okay? Let's go ahead and end this off in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, and verse 1. It says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And it's speaking on Israel and of the other nations as well, man. Okay? You was the hammer of the earth, all right? But when you're asked with a simple question, are you willing to trade places with the lesser people that you perceive to be the lesser people? Are you willing to trade places? The question is silence. The answer is silence. They have no answer for that. You see that? So when you cease to spoil, all right, thou shalt be spoiled, man. All right? When you're ready to hit the reset button, when you're ready to fill your belly, guess what? YAHAWASHI is going to cash it down, man. So this has been another lesson, trading places, man. Lord will, this was edifying and comforting. On to the next one. Shalom.